Vinay Jai Shri Ram, welcome to Bharat Marg. Okay, friends, welcome to Bharat Marg. आज हमारा बातचीत होगा ड्रग लॉर्ड्स. ओके, ड्रग लॉर्ड्स, गुरु नानक गुरुद्वारा president. Okay, means after Nijjar, he is going to be the president. For all practical purpose. Yeah. Was short. Let's talk to Vinay ji about it, and he is Pannu's friend and Pakistan ISI hands and black. Really now Justin Trudeau got a black face. Okay, yeah, we know that he likes a black face anyway. But now he got it really. Okay, let's talk to Vinay ji about it, friends. But before going further, please make sure to like the video, comment on the video, share the video with as many people as you can, friends, because we need your help in spreading the word. Okay, please share with everybody and subscribe the channel if you didn't already, friends, and also press the notification bell to stay connected. And we are involved in many services like Sanskrit teaching, Vedic Max, and we are going to start many other things to helping our community. Of course, we are doing marriage bureau for free. You can see here if you want to take advantage of it. With boys and girls, helping them to get married. So all those services. Okay, if you like, friends, go ahead and share this video with as many people as you can and expose the truth, and also donate us, because we need your donation to go forward and continue our service, friends. So please go ahead and you can WhatsApp us for our one dharmic message every day. We also have real history, the untold. If you didn't see the document, please send us WhatsApp and we'll get back with the links, right? So anyway, so support us and share the video. Vinay ji, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Okay, and what is really happening, Vinay ji?
So the interesting part,
It's going to be the Gurudwara, same Gurudwara where there is.
yeah. So
Yeah.
the interesting thing is Ragbir Nijjar. Okay, that is the name of the person, and he is a cousin of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, who was shot and killed
The
by.
voice is kind of coming, going, and coming. Can
Yeah,
you come close by and little bit talk louder?
no, it's the same thing that's happening
Yeah.
with you.
Now, fine.
Your voice is also cutting in and out.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
think
Please
there's
go ahead.
something at your end. Okay.
Okay. Please go ahead.
So, so Hardeep Singh Nijjar, as we know, was killed last year by some rival gangs, and 4 people have been arrested, and the investigation is still going on. And
4
Trudeau,
students.
huh? Four,
4 students.
yeah. So they have been arrested, and they are in jail right now, and they're being, the trial is going on. But Mr. Trudeau, without thinking and without giving it a lot of time for the investigators to come up with the actual cause and reason and the modus operandi, he just made an allegation that India was involved in this killing. So I mean, this is all he plays against, the popularity vote. He's got a friend and a supporter of his government, which is a minority government, and the NDP leader Jagmeet Singh is supporting him. And Jagmeet Singh is actually a very pro Khalistani and a supporter of the Khalistani Tiger Force and all that. So, anyways, coming back to the Nijjar, so Hardeep Singh Nijjar was killed, and that's a different issue that happened last year. But this just today, shots were fired at the house of Ragbir Nijjar, who is the cousin of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, and he's a very, very good friend of Guru Patwant Singh's Pannun, who is the who's part of the SFJ, that is Sikhs for Justice. All right, and coincidentally, Just on August 11th, just about 9 days ago, the Sikhs for Justice, one of the Sikhs for Justice guys by name Satinder Pal Singh Raju, his truck was sprayed with bullets in San Francisco. Okay, and he's an associate of Pannun. So this is just kind of give you a little bit background and what
And
the
Panu has the White House backing. Like the
right,
terrorists here have Trudeau's backing,
correct.
you know.
So Ragbir is the ex-president of Guru Nanak Singh temples in Surrey, and he's a candidate to be the president again. Okay, so this is Ragbir's story. Now, what the RCMP is saying is, in a sign of rival, this is a sign of rivalry between Sikhs for Justice and other Khalistani gangs. Okay, so Nijjar was, as we know, I just spoke about it on June 18, 2023. He was killed by unidentified gunmen, and he was the chief of the banned Khalistani Tiger Force and was designated a terrorist by the Indian government under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, UAPA, in 2020. Interpol had also issued red corner notice against him quite a few
And
times.
he came to Canada using a fake passport under the name of Hindu name of Ravi Sharma,
Correct. Exactly.
who
You're 100%
was
right.
honored for that, and he was honored by the Canadian government, and he was given a citizenship, and he was given honor in Canadian Parliament, folks. Okay,
Correct.
for the
And
fake
and the
passport
funny
holder.
thing is, Nijjar actually, when he came in under a fake passport, technically for anybody else, that person should have been deported. Okay. But after he came to Canada, he tried various ways to become a Canadian citizen. He married a person just for just to gain his citizenship. So it was a fake marriage. So that did not work out because he was caught again. First, he was caught with the fake passport. Second, he was caught by the authorities saying that you're this is a sham marriage and it's not legal. So we are not going to give you your citizenship. And again, there was a second opportunity for the Canadian government to deport him, but they did not do that. And he tried various other ways, right? But eventually, he kind of got his citizenship through, I don't know, a lawyer or whatever. So that's Nijjar's story, all right. And he's a known terrorist, and even in Canada, he had access to AK-47s when he was alive, and he used to go shooting, like like a shooting exercise in the forests of British Columbia, with his AK-47, with his buddies, with his gang members, and all this is all coming out now, right? And then yes, you're right. He was honored in the parliament just last year. There was a 2 minute silence for him, and and so many people expressed very very they were very upset that Indian government, so-called Indian government allegation, that so Indian government was involved in the killing and all of that. But now the truth is coming out. They've arrested 4 people. We'll see what happens with the investigation. So,
But my question, yeah,
yeah,
please,
sorry. And then just to give you a
please
quick
continue.
background on the
Please.
Khalistani terrorist and chief of the band SFJ, Gurpatwant Singh Pannun, he's a US citizen who is misusing his access in the UK and Canada. And he's responsible for acts of terrorism in multiple countries.
Of course. Okay. Now, Vinay, are you able to hear me? I
Yes.
have a question for you.
Yeah.
That why this time the Canadian government and RCMP didn't prop up the Indian thing, because they got all their nose already bloodied.
See, the thing is, when
For
truth
this
comes,
nature, why they didn't go that route?
yeah, when truth comes out, you don't want to be harping on the same ladder and going up the same ladder and saying, oh, it's India, it's India, it's India, because at the end of the day, right, they've already spoiled, they meaning Canada has already spoiled their diplomatic relationship with India. And it's unfortunate that the Canadian government, under the leadership of Mr. Trudeau, and Trudeau himself announced this in the Parliament as soon as I think it's in September or something of last year. He made an announcement in the Parliament that we have credible allegations against credible evidence or whatever something he used, and that Indian government is involved in this killing. But end of the day, right, when the truth is coming out, they arrested 4 people, and none of them have actually have confessed or alleged that they were working under the guidance of the Indian government. So this was all a conspiracy theory that was hatched in the offices of Mr. Jagmeet Singh and his Khalistani friends, and he's also known to be extremely good friends with the Pannun as well. So these are the guys who plotted this and told Trudeau, and Trudeau said, "Oh no, I shouldn't be doing this. Hey, buddy, you want your government to still live, or you want it to die? We will take off our support." And then Trudeau said, no, my power is more important. Sure, guys, we'll do whatever you want. You want me to go and say this in the Parliament? I will say it. So that happened. But now they have realized that, they cannot harp on the same ladder or go up the same ladder. So that's why they're backing off, and they're letting the RCMP do its job, do the investigations to find out who actually was responsible for this. And the truth is going to come out. There's a heck of a lot of gang rivalry that goes on in the BC area, and even in Toronto, actually, in Brampton area. So these things are coming out now, and we'll wait and see what happens.
Well, means, there was a big drug connection. Can you cover that? Because this Guru, okay, let me say you this to rephrase the question to you, Vinayji. The sitting current minister, okay, Raminder Singh Bittu, okay, whose grandfather was shot dead by Nijjar, who was killed here in Canada, okay. So he went on to say that 90% of the Gurudwaras in Canada are owned by these terrorists, and many of them by Pannun himself. Okay, and he went on to say this in the Indian Parliament. He went on to say that these Gurudwaras are acting as an epicenter of drugs and prostitution and other illegal activities. Okay, now having said that, how do you see this particular Gurudwara now and the drug connection with this Nijjar? Because why the gang rivalry exactly? Can you please say us?
Well, the fact of the matter is, the RCMP themselves have said that this is an arson attempt as a case of extortion. Okay, very clearly they've mentioned this. All right, and they have. So what is extortion? Extortion is basically when people are extorting money from other people and other people such as who don't have that money power or the people power to kind of protect themselves. So these guys, the gangs, go to these people and say, "Hey, listen, I'm going to protect you and your business, all right? But you have to pay me a hafta every week or every month, all right?" And that is extortion. Actually, that's basically taking money, collecting money illegally to say that they're going to protect.
Otherwise, we'll kidnap you.
Otherwise, yeah. I mean, all kinds of things will happen. Otherwise, they themselves will kidnap them or kill them or injure them or beat them up or whatever. But they'll say, "Hey, it's the rival guys who are doing this. You want our protection? We will protect you, but you got to pay us." So there's all of that goes on. So this is what RCMP is alleging in this particular case. But now going back to your question, you are absolutely right that a lot of Gurudwaras in the Toronto area, in the I should say just across Canada. Okay, just let me not just focus on areas or whatever, right? Across Canada, many of these Gurudwaras.
And as per Raminder Singh Bhattu, it is in North America and Europe.
Correct. So I'm just going to focus on
as
Canada.
per Raminder Singh Bhattu, it is.
Yeah.
Bittu, it is.
So
Right.
the Canadian Gurudwaras are controlled by these so-called Khalistanis. Many of them, I'm saying, not all of them, and so-called Khalistanis, and also by the SFJ, this Pannun guy. All right, and what that does is he's basically people coming into Gurudwaras, especially the younger kids. I mean, the families they come, they pray, and they go. But a lot of these kids who are either living here illegally, who are living here as students, who are living here on work permits, who are living here on work visas or visitor visas, and all of these people, right? And many of them already citizens of Canada. These people are extremely, what I should say. Vulnerable, and they can be easily kind of influenced. All right, so they come in there to the Gurudwaras, and these guys, the authorities or the Gurudwara, or the administration, right? They basically give them free food, and then tell them you got to do this, you got to do that, and basically they're radicalizing them. Okay, so once they radicalize them, and then they get into these gangs. Okay, and many Gurudwaras are controlled by SFJ, many Gurudwaras controlled by Khalistanis, many Gurudwaras are controlled by some of these gang lords. Okay, and so each of them could be different. All right, so that the influence is basically in who is controlling a certain Gurudwara. Okay, so they actually influence these people, they enroll these people into their gangs, and then they start saying, hey, you know what, that Gurudwara, we need to take it over. So but some other gang is running it, so we got to take it over. You go and blast something or kill somebody or beat up somebody, and this gang rivalry is going on. And now, why is Gurudwaras important? What is the whole reason? You are again 100% right that Gurudwaras are controlling money. There's a lot of money that goes on here, money transactions, and they use these Gurudwaras, and these gangs are basically controlled by these gang lords who are doing extortions, who are running prostitution business, who are also into drug business. Because as we know, there was a movie a few years ago that was released in Bollywood called Udta Punjab. Okay, somebody, you should watch that movie. How drugs came into Punjab and how people got completely blown away by the drugs, and the drug business was such a big thing, right? And we all know that one of the biggest guys in running this drug business in India is now in Tihar jail, Lawrence Bishnoi, and although he's in
Okay.
jail,
I thought you were talking about Arvind Kejriwal.
no, he still controls a lot of the stuff that goes on in.
Arvind Kejriwal is the master of liquor business. Yeah, please go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, but Aam Aadmi Party is pro Khalistani, right? So let's not forget that.
Right.
All right. So now this is how they kind of make money. They kind of influence people and all of that.
Now, couple of last questions. I'll be done. Okay. Now, using the langar free food scheme they have in Gurudwara, how they are propagating, how they are recruiting these students for some illegal work like drug distribution and prostitution. Can
Mhm.
you just touch upon it and how this gang operates in from Gurudwara? You know.
Well, basically, like I mentioned, right? It's not just running it from the Gurudwaras. These guys are also well spread out. Actually, they go to these colleges where students are coming in from India, for example, and they go and meet them, and then they say, hey, listen, you know what? You want to make some extra money because you got to support your education, you got to support your living expenses here, plus you want to send some money back to your family, right? Because they think that since you are in Canada, they think that you can actually send some money over to them and all of that. So why don't you do that? And here, I have a plan for you. I can do some, I can help you with this. Why don't you come and talk to me this evening? So these kids get influenced and they go and talk to these guys, but then they are telling them, hey, these are the paths for you. All you need to do is take this package and deliver it to another person. And also you can also spread the word in your college, in your classroom and whatever, that you have contacts who are able to provide drugs and stuff like that. So this is kind of getting this is kind of spreading
And they
around.
get free food, which is a big thing too.
Free
On
food,
top of the money,
get
they
money,
get
right?
free food.
They get money to cover their living expenses, for their rent and all of that, and they're also able to send a small chunk of money to back to their parents, although they're the students here, and they have some day jobs, maybe not, whatever, right? But this is easy money, and this is big money as well. And then the next thing is prostitution, right? They go to the girls, and somebody becomes a boyfriend or something like that. The girls are very vulnerable. They're young girls, and they're single, and obviously these kids go and say, hey, I can take you out, we'll go for a movie and blah blah blah. And after one or two sessions, right, they'll sleep with them, and then they'll basically say, hey, I'm going to let your father know or mother know that you've been sleeping with me. And they
With
take
the
pictures
photos and
of that and videos and stuff. And now these kids become extremely they're afraid that their family will know, and they'll do whatever they want. And then they'll say, okay, you know what, you got to sleep with this guy, you got to sleep with this
yeah,
guy.
they
And
had
now
to be
they go to
careful. They had to
prostitute.
be careful. And yeah, Vinayji has done a lot of these videos, friends, on this topic. Okay, you had to go to Vinayji Talks playlist and listen, and he has covered it all. But my last question, Vinayji, to you: what happened to this Nijjar? Is he there? Is he gone? Uh, what is the action RCMP did take? Did anybody
So
arrested? Can
the
you just let us know
uh,
on that?
the RCMP has said that this is an intergang rivalry of Khalistani criminals and extremist gangsters. It's in full swing in Surrey, BC, especially. According to sources, in the coming days, violence will escalate. The issue is not just Khalistan, but the millions of dollars up for grabs. So Khalistan is just an excuse. Okay, they really don't have the power. They don't have the authority. They don't have the popularity. They don't have the number of people. They don't have the money, enough money to kind of, and also they don't have the expertise to fight against, or intelligence to fight against the Indian government. Okay, in Indian government, India is the what is it, the fourth largest army in the world, defense force in the world, and fifth largest economy in the world. So you cannot counter India. You cannot attack India. I mean, what they do is that some trickle down, like few people come into Indian Kashmir or Indian Punjab from Pakistan, and then they try a few terrorist attacks, but that's not sustainable, right? So this is all about making money, and this is what the sources have said, that issue is not Khalistan, but the millions of dollars up for grabs. And Ragbir Nijjar was involved in drug smuggling. There are allegations that he has been involved in drug smuggling, and the gangs want a cut in the money. Okay, including Pakistan's
Including the Pakistani. Yes.
inter-services intelligence is also looking for its share, right? So this is all way before. I mean, well, way above our pay, our pay scale, I should say. So this is all, this is way beyond us. So what's going on?
Wow, that's very interesting because Nijjar also was said that he was also involved. Hardeep Singh Nijjar was
Yeah,
also part of the drug
but the
cartel.
but the
Again, it was gang
investigation is going to
rivalry.
go on, and Ragbir Nijjar, I think, is now, at least he wasn't killed or anything. He escaped. So which is, I don't know whether it's good or bad, but anyways, we'll see what the investigation is going to lead to.
Absolutely. Vinay, thank you very much for coming and sharing your heart out. Appreciate it highly, sir. Okay. And thank you again. And looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Guys, wow, I'll ask all those watching this video, what do you think of Canadian Is Canada becoming a Pakistan, friends? Okay. Is my question to you. Gang rivalry on the streets, firing on the streets, and car theft at the peak. Okay, means we have done a lot of videos on what's happening here. Just watch out on the playlist, Canadian immigration and Canadian news, to get to know all about Canada. And what do you say on this? Do you agree with what Vinayji said or no? Do let us know. Okay, comment and let us know, and we will see you in the next video. Till then, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram,
Thank you, Ji.
Jai Sri Ram, Vinay.